Hey everybody, I just wanted to take this opportunity before we sing this next song for you to tell you thank you on behalf of the Yance family. Thank you for your loving concern during the passing of Clara. Last Saturday we had a sweet little service for her, and we gathered together with just the family, and we told some Clara stories. We read some scripture, we sang some songs. And so I just want to tell you thank you for your love, thank you for your prayers, thank you for your cards, your emails, your comments, and yes, even the flowers. All of that added up and has lifted the load of the family. So on behalf of the family, thank you so much. And this next song, I think, is very fitting to sing. So let's welcome back the guys. Hey guys. Hey.
What's up, E?
Hey man.
Hey everybody.
Thank you for your concern too, guys. And I was reading my devotional the other morning, and I'm reading a book by Timothy Keller called The Songs of Jesus. It's a daily devotional. And I was thinking what we could sing from our new Gaither release called Something Beautiful. And he prayed a prayer at the end of this message, and I just thought, oh, this is so perfect. And I'm going to paraphrase a little bit, but he said this. He says, I believe one day, very soon, God's glory will rise as the ultimate dawning to end all night times and all darknesses. We will be resurrected to live in unimaginable pleasure and infinite love. So lift up your eyes, stir your heart, because this could be the dawning of that day. And I believe that. And what a beautiful day it is. Check this out.
Beautiful.
Let's go outside and sing this one, okay?
All right, man. Sounds good.
Saints of all the ages filled its reign. O'er the sands of time they're marching to the King's great coronation, and this could be the dawning of that day. This could be the dawning of that grand and glorious day, when the face of Jesus we behold. Dreams and hopes of all the ages are awaiting His returning, and this could be the dawning of that day. All the saints are getting restless. They're not bound by shackles forged of earthly gold. Since that day they knelt at Calvary, they've been pilgrims, ever wandering, just looking for a place to rest their souls. Oh, this could be the dawning
enjoyed that so much. Hey, thank you for sticking around. I have a word that I want to share with you. I also want to say our condolences go out to the family of Ravi Zachariah. This has been a dark time. A lot of people are suffering with darkness and with loss. And so with that in mind and with what we've experienced recently, I want to end this living room session with something that might encourage you. I shared this at the graveside. Paul said, "For me to live is Christ, to die is gain." And I shared with the family, Claire gained a lot. She gained freedom. Her body was just racked with arthritis. And I know Ravi dealt with back issues. And somebody that you're thinking of right now, when they died, they gained freedom from pain, suffering. Because of this COVID-19 crisis, Claire was in a nursing home. She gained fellowship. I mean, we were away from her for 52 days. But by now she has seen not only George, Dana, and Tara, and her mom and dad and brothers and sisters, but she's probably even seen the Apostle Paul, who wrote, "For me to live is Christ, to die is gain." Whew. So she gained freedom, fellowship, and she gained a full knowledge too. Claire, she was a sweet lady, and those of you who knew her knew she loved to giggle and laugh and to do her word finds and watch Jeopardy. And she was a simple person, but she was very shy. And so now she has full knowledge of why certain things were the way they were here on earth in her life. And it is a dark time. And I remember Paul's words right now. He says in 1 Corinthians, "Right now we see through a glass darkly, but then there, face to face, will be known as we're known." And so I remember as a kid, we would always be having revivals and scriptures and songs and all that stuff was part of it. But when he would make it personal, it would come home. And I remember this story it made it very personal for me, and I shared it with the family. I'll share it with you. And it explains that scripture. There's a story about a little girl who would get off a school bus every day, and she'd look across the street at this little 5 and dime store, and she would see a pretty doll in the storefront window. And she would jump off that bus, cross that road, and she would look in that window, but she had to cup her hands over her eyes because the sun was causing reflection off the window. She couldn't see the doll that well, but she'd get up there and look and ooh and awe. Every day she'd get off the bus and do the same thing. One day she was hit by a car crossing that street. And she was laid up in a hospital in a coma. The owner of that 5 and dime took that doll out of that window and took it to the mother, put it in a chair right next to her bed, and said, "I want her to have this. I want this to be the first thing she sees when she wakes up." When she woke up, she turned and looked and saw that doll. She said, "Mom, look, no glass." That doll was so much more beautiful in person than it was through that dark glass. That's the way it is for us. We cannot comprehend. The Lord never told Job as he went through all that suffering. He never told him here why. Our job is to trust the faithful hand of the Father. And one day we will understand. And one day somehow all this sorrow and darkness that we're going through now will make sense. And we'll see God's hand in it. And we'll see how he used it. But until then, we got to keep trusting. And because he lives, we can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because we know who holds the future. We can get up in these uncertain times. We can go out and we can face uncertain days because he lives. I hope that has encouraged you. I hope this has maybe given you a little insight, inspiration, faith restored, ready to go and do your part. Faith is not something that just magically appears. You got to put it on. So walk in faith today and just keep remembering this could be the dawning. We love you. God bless you.